Welcome back to another video. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. MeiaSoQuick with the uploads. Intro's over. Subscribe before you go. Welcome back, it's MeiaSoQuick, and in today's video, I'm just going to be chilling and putting my makeup on. So I'm going in with some new products. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I like it, you know, it's a primer. It is what it is. So just going to go ahead and put those in all the areas where I normally would prime, which is just about everywhere. And then after that, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the color Nutmeg, and I really like this. It's a liquid, it's lightweight, and I'm not a person that ever really uses liquid foundation, but I gotta say this it gets the job done. It gets the job done. It's not really like super full coverage or anything, which is fine because I kind of like the barely there just to kind of even out my skin tone type of look. But if you've never tried it, it works out fine, and it's like, you know, like a $5 foundation. So that works for me. So once I've got that all applied, you can see how it kind of just really blends in. Next, I'm going in with my foundation stick from Black Opal, and I just do this to kind of bronze up or contour my skin, whatever you want to call it. But this kind of really has more of a reddish tone, so I call it more of a contour. Next, I'm going in with this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I'm just going to apply that. This is my first time working with this, and I'm going to tell you ahead of time, I do like to let my concealer, you know, just rest a little bit. However, this thing rested it, and then it did not move, and then I had to like re-wet it with like some setting spray. So I'm just telling you right now, this is not a set and forget. This is kind of like a set and babysit and make sure you pay attention and don't leave it on there too long. Just take it from me, okay? Because that part on my forehead right there that you see right now, I was blending that already 2 minutes and it didn't move. So if that ever happens though, like I said, just grab some setting spray, re-wet the actual concealer or your sponge, and that'll get the product to move a little bit better. But other than that, I do like it. It is definitely full coverage. I like the color of this concealer and the consistency, right? It didn't make me look super dry or anything. So once I went ahead and got that all applied, I just go in with my Sacha Buttercup, you know, OG. I'm really trying to use up these products. So I'm really not trying to buy nothing new. All right. I don't really like a lot of powder, so I just go in lightly with the brush and then just pat it in. Sometimes you can do this with a sponge. Sometimes I do it with a brush. It just depends. And now I'm going in with this Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is in like dark. So this is definitely too dark to set my whole face, but I do like to just set the areas where I contour or bronze, because this is kind of a reddish hue too, so I just really use this as my bronzer, and it works well for me. Because what can I say, black people, we be like 5 different shades of brown, and that's all cool. So once I got that all, I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna redefine my nose a little bit. Not so much that I'm trying to change the shape of my nose, but just doesn't want it to look flat against my face. So, you know, I want you to know that I have a nose, my little cute nose. So that's just what I'm doing here. And I blend that all the way up into my eyebrows. And then I just take my setting spray and go ahead and set all that. So I just don't like that powdered dry feel. I'm already dry skin. And with that setting spray, then I go in with my sponge. And then I just kind of push it all in just so I don't have any of those little dots or, you know, wet spots on my face. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to get e.l.f. blush palette, and it just has these really nice rich colors, and I'm just gonna take 2 of those, and as you can see, I just was like, how did I get out of focus? Like, what happened? I don't know. It didn't want to let me be great, but eventually it came back in focus, so I just said to hell with it, and I'm just gonna keep on going and wish for the best. But yeah, after I put on my blush, I then took some highlighter. This is some highlighter from the Shayla and Colourpop collection. This is in Pose. So I'm just taking that and putting those on the high points right above my cheeks. And I'm also going to do some on my nose as well as my Cupid's bow. And I think I actually also did my forehead. I don't always do my forehead. Sometimes I don't want to light my forehead. Sometimes I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling for the day. But yeah, I just went ahead and did that. And I don't really know if you guys can see it right now. I was playing with my different lights in the background. I got this kind of like yellow red vibe going on. It's really cute, but I don't necessarily know if y'all can see my makeup all that great. So I'm playing with some different things. So once I get that highlighter on, once again, I just went back and I set my face. I do that several times just to kind of lock everything in. Now I'm going in with some primer, and I kid you not, I know there's a bunch of people that use concealer, and I was like team concealer for primer on the eyes as well until I actually tried an actual eye primer. And I gotta tell y'all, it's so much better because I'm a person where my eyes just constantly crease, like it would just get greasy, and I realized that was just the oils coming through from the concealer. So go ahead and get you some actual eyeshadow primer, and your colors are going to pop that much better, and it's going to crease a whole lot less and transfer a whole lot less. So anyway, I took this Colourpop black collection. I think it was when they was doing the Black Lives Matter. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's when I got it. And it's just this nice little palette, and I'm just taking that orange and I'm just patting that all over my eyes. I really didn't know what look I was doing, so this is kind of just literally off the top of my head, and I was just kind of going with whatever happens and eventually trying to match, I guess, my dress. So then I took just a little neutral brown. Apparently I got real close to the camera, as if y'all couldn't see, but there you go, real close to the camera. Don't mind my edges, okay? I'll fix my hair at the end of the video. So anyway, and I'm just trying to drag that out into, you know, a nice little blown out look. I kind of always do the same shape on my eyes, you know, but so just to kind of give it a little bit of lift, and I'm blending that in. So once I've got that, I'm going to then go back in and I'm going to take that pink from this palette, and just using my finger, I'm just going to kind of pat that over, not over the whole thing, but kind of in the front, the first third, if you will. And I am just, you can see what that looks like. Okay, we see it. We see it. Moving on. All right, now I'm going in with the gold. I was trying to do something a little different, so I'm going to put that in the inner corner, and I'm actually going to kind of like push it out. I don't know. How do I say that? Like, I'm going to carry it up into my crease. You'll see it, okay? But I'm going to take that gold and I'm going to carry it up into my crease. And then I also went in with that same brown that I used on that outer corner. And I'm also going to do that in the half outer part of my crease. So I'm just kind of like stamping it in, and I'm going to connect it with the gold. It was something new. Just something, like I said, just playing with makeup. I don't know how many of y'all play with makeup, but you know, I was feeling artistic. And so far we've been doing a whole lot of remodeling in the house, and I just ain't pulled out no real paint. But once everything gets settled, I'm gonna go back to like painting shoes and actually using like real paint. So now I'm actually gonna take this Kajal liner that I got, and I'm just lining, you know, my waterline. Boom, there it is. And taking some lashes, which I put those on. Boom, there's my lashes. And look at that. Look me get way up under there. I know this probably looks gross. Oh my God, that looks gross. But anyway, I just take that, and I try to do that to blend in my lashes with the false lashes. And then I go ahead on my bottom lash line, and I just apply a coat on there as well. And bada bing, bada boom. There it is. So my last thing is just going into my lips. I don't want to do too much. I'm just going to be taking this So Juicy Colourpop lip gloss. Yes, if you haven't noticed, everything in here is affordable because I don't wear makeup really honestly like that. And so I don't really see the point of me spending heck of money on something that I'm like never going to wear. And it'll probably expire before I even get through half of it. So boom, there it is. And here we go. I've even tried to slick down my edges to some degree. You know, it is what it is. And that is what my little final look looks like. And for the most part, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned. I'll be getting back into some more of my creative, colorful collections coming soon. And feel free to subscribe and like the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.